AICPA has this committee called ASEC, Assurance Service Executive Committee, and they are going to issue reasonably soon a cyber security guide. And this is an idea that the auditor issues an opinion about security, cyber security of the auditee. That's the idea. And so my first two questions relate to, should auditors really have this cybersecurity story? My second question is why? Now, I suspect that the reason why they are thinking about this is because they are looking for additional sources of income for auditors. Yes or no? Of course. Yes. Of course. Now, I have problems with the whole idea. And because I think what they are trying to do is force feed the traditional audit model into the cyber security frame. And the first thing is that they are thinking about an opinion that is point-in-time opinion. What does that mean? Is that like a financial statement, audit opinion, you say that I have reviewed the financial statements of ABC company and examined the income statement for last year and the balance sheet for this point in time. Second thing is they are talking about the coefficient of materiality. And they are talking of materiality in terms of 5% of net income or something like that as a quantitative guideline for materiality. I have many other problems, but my three major problems. And the third one is that they are going to do like the audit is fairly represent, meaning a 0-1 opinion. Okay, maybe with some qualification. And I don't think this is actually fits very well with the audit model. Now, I want your opinion on this thing. That's why I'm raising this. I want your opinion. I want you to think about this. The next class we talk a little bit more about this. Is what I would like to see as this being something a la what we need in continuous audit. And that the opinion is close to real time, that materiality is reconceptualized, and I don't know exactly how. And I will come back to this 1 second. And that we give a rating as opposed to a 0-1 opinion. And what I was thinking about the rating is like a multidimensional rating where the auditor would give a grade, so to speak, to different features of security, which also would be the same story as giving a rating in an audit situation. And maybe this idea of rating could be associated with the coefficient of measurement. Now this is extremely important at this moment because the guide will be issued very soon. Already went through most of the hoops at the AICPA. And I confess I was in ASEC and I didn't pay a lot of attention to it. But now I'm kind of bothered about what they are doing. I'm afraid that auditors will be, if the opinion is really issued, they'll be sued. And what I usually say is that all large companies are being broken at this moment, and there'll be some people that have broken into some password or et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes those breakages are minimum, sometimes they are very large.
Would this mean that any cyber attacks are now required to be disclosed by companies? Because I don't think that's the case right now.
Okay, you just added a variable here that would be interesting to talk about. I didn't even think of this. Very good question, Jamie, is the question of disclosure. And remember, an audit opinion is what? Is you look at the financial reports of a company and you state that they fairly represent the reports, the economic status of the company under GAAP. So there are rules of measurement, which is GAAP, and there is an allowance for error. And this allowance for error is what this fairly representation means. Now, I think this is very difficult to fit in an opinion of cybersecurity. Yes?
How about starting with the difference between the product warranty, like the car manufacturers selling the cars, and they might be possible to record, massive record, such things. So how can I, what's the difference between the current product warranty obligation and the cyber security breach obligations, things like that? So starting from those existing concepts, it might be some give us guideline.
I like the analogy. I think that's something also we need to think a little bit. Product warranty. Good. We started adding variables to this. I raised these issues at ASAC very late in the process, so they basically told me we are going to go ahead with this anyway. Okay? The reason I'm not terribly worried is I don't think there'll be a lot of takers. Do you think? I don't think there'll be a lot of takers. So, but then the reaction was, you are right. And they talked about a thing called maturity model for this. That's the name that they are giving to some kind of rating system. So I guess what they are talking about is they're going to have a rating, let's say 1 to 5, and they are going to rate the cybersecurity of the company 1 to 5. I don't like that concept because it's unidimensional, and it's going to finish up that everyone is going to be rated 5. And I think what we need is kind of a grading system based on some principles and criteria. But I'm not totally sure about this. I haven't thought this carefully. What I want you guys to do is to think about this and tell me what your opinion is. I already got 2 issues here that I like. These are 2 interesting things to be talked about that I haven't thought very much about. I am just a confession here. The reason why I'm so interested on this is because this is very analogous to the continuous auditing problem. And I don't think that a continuous audit opinion or a continuous audit service can fit very well basically on these 3 concepts, but there are other concepts that so if we break from the auditing model, is an assurance service endorsed by the ICPA, provided by auditors, then maybe we can break it also in a continuous auditing situation. So that's why I'm particularly interested on this, or I was going to the cybersecurity is not my area. So let me ask you a question. This here, I think is a key question. Should auditors do it and why? Yeah, that.
Is there any cases that the company really go bankruptcy due to the cyber breach?
Not yet, not yet. I think Yahoo had a big hit because of that, and we have several cases where the stock market was severely affected. But I think financial losses hasn't occurred to many. The things that have happened is companies losing a lot of client data. Litigation hasn't hit the companies very badly on this. That's a very natural question, because that could be interpreted as maybe a going concern type of opinion or etc. But that's kind of stretching it, don't you think so? A little bit? Meaning, going concern because of cyber breaches? Again, we don't know what the impact. That's why I don't think materiality fits very well.
If it is not that important, how about embrace one of the branch of the legal contingency obligations? If it is not that important, it is kind of legal obligation.
So you say you treat it as a legal contingency?
Yeah. In terms of the financial statement, it eventually go into the obligation on the debit side. So it is typically categorized as the one of the legal contingency things in terms of financial statement.
Well, let's go. I will come back to this. Why would auditors do that? I said the first motivation is.
Well, they should look at it, in my opinion, because it does, whether it has actually caused companies to go bankrupt or not, it does have a serious effect on the stock value.
So they should do it.
So they should, yeah. I mean, you look at a company like PlayStation that had a huge data breach, and while they didn't get sued from the data breach, but as a result, they had to provide all these different goods and services to their customers that came at a cost to them, in order to make up for the fact that they lost customer data. So there is some impact on the financial performance of the company due to a data breach.
Yeah, I don't know what happened with Yahoo. I should have known, but the rumor is Verizon was going to step away from purchasing Yahoo because of the breach. And I don't know if that happened or didn't happen. Did anyone know?
They're still buying now.
Huh?
They're buying now.
They continue
Yeah,
buying.
continue.
Okay. Same price or they duck the price?
I'm not sure about the price.
Because that was the rumor, that they were going to push the price down or not, or stop the thing. So Jamie's saying that they should do it because it does have an impact. And I said earlier that they should do it, they want to do it because it's a product that they can sell, make money. What's the negative here?
Well, one glaring negative would be if you did disclose this publicly, then hackers would look at companies that are cyber weak and go after them.
Oh, do you think that there will be attraction to the hackers?
Yeah, because if I know a company's only getting like a C rating by some other organizations doing the research for me, I don't even have to look for companies that are easier to hack than other companies.
So you're talking about feed-forward effects.
Yeah.
Because of the opinion? That's funny. That's interesting. That's interesting. So the motivations, the why is could have a material effect. Just use the word material. Effect is a source of income. I think there is one more objection here. What is the objection? Yes, Angelique.
Well, I was wondering whether auditors are qualified. Do they have enough
Exactly,
knowledge
that was
and
that I was getting.
experience?
Yes. Would you go to an auditor to clean up your security? You would go to a cook for washing your car?
Yes.
Or you would? So as qualification, I think is a big issue. And in order to do that, by the way, this was a problem we always had also with continuous audit, is continuous audit is kind of system type of thing, computer type of thing. You don't typically go to your auditors. Although in the US, for a while, before Sarbanes-Oxley, the CPA firms were the biggest servicers of ERPs and installers of ERP. So their reputation became very technical. And I think that since then, they de-technologize a lot because they can't do that type of work in the US. And I think it's different in Europe.
I think an IT auditor can do it, but that's not the same.
But in Europe, they are allowed to do IT consulting, correct? In Europe, the firms are, no?
Well, it's restricted, it's being done, but there are certain rules and restrictions.
Yeah, here in Sarbanes-Oxley, very clearly you cannot do it. Okay, so think about this. We have to go to the seminar. And is there any one of the papers that you reviewed that you could in 10 minutes tell us a little bit about it? No? Yeah.
The presentation,
Huh?
our paper or the seminar's paper?
We have to go to the seminar, orders of Professor Palmont, against my best wishes.